People who get all worked up about languages and language specifications will say things like, well, lambdas are just syntactic sugar for function objects. That's true. Syntactic sugar meaning it's sweeter, nicer, more fun way to do something that you could do a hard way. I'm not going to argue. We could have used function objects. If you've never used a function object, it's a simple matter of writing a class, overloading the operator open bracket, which is the function call operator, adding the appropriate member variables, const or not, and setting everything up to put those sort of wheels in motion so that you can then put certain kinds of functions with a particular signature, into the function object. And when I'm in a room full of C++ people, I like to ask, who's done that? And sometimes I get one hand. I don't know that I've ever gotten two, and I've spoken to some pretty large rooms. So yeah, we could have, but we didn't. For the algorithms like sort and for each and the like, there are also opportunities to use a function pointer in the form of just typing the name of a function, which is declared elsewhere. But even that, we didn't. We would say, I'll just use a language for. I don't like that whole predicate thing and the code being somewhere else. It's all a little tough to understand. I don't like the error messages if I get it wrong, so I'm just going to use a language for. By using lambdas, we keep the code exactly where we use it. If there's something I want to do to every element in a collection, rather than putting that off in a separate place and putting the name of the separate place in the for each, I can put the code right there in the for each. My code is more readable. People can understand what my code does. And if I find a little bug in it and I want to add a little +1, I just can, because it's entirely local to where I'm using it. If there's a function with a name like update that I'm calling by putting its name as the third parameter, and I got a little bug in update, it's like, is anyone else using update? Maybe I should make a copy of update that has the bug fixed in it, so if anyone's relying on this behavior, they can still use it, and you get this sort of bloat of tiny little functions that you don't dare change because someone else might be using them. Well, with lambdas, it's right there. You want to change it? You can change it. You know that it's yours. You get that locality. It's a switch in your head. It doesn't technically enable you to do things you didn't do before, but for practical purposes, it most certainly does.